The Hawaiian Mega Redemption Update. What's up guys, Luke here from Luke's Points and Miles, and today I wanted to give you an update on this 10-person Hawaiian redemption I'm trying to do in 2026, and I actually wanted some feedback and maybe even some ideas or advice. See, this one is a little difficult for me, and to top it off, I have a lot of options that might be a little unconventional compared to how I normally book redemptions. Today, I'm going to go over my resources as far as points and miles, and I'm going to go over some of the better options that I'm seeing so far, and I'm going to basically outline just how many different ways there might be to execute a redemption. And if you have anything to add, I'm all ears, because this one has some real headache potential. But first, if you are new here, I talk about credit cards, points, miles, cashback, and travel. If that's something you're interested in, please consider subscribing. And as always, if you get any value from this episode, slap that like button for me. It actually does help with the algorithm, and it helps the channel to be pushed out to a wider audience, and maybe more folks can get some ideas for their Hawaii redemptions. So without further ado, let's get into it. First and foremost, let's go over the actual redemption and the idea behind it, and I'll be quick. I want to execute the ultimate dad flex in 2026, and I want to take my entire family to Hawaii for 1 week. This includes Carlos, of course, but also my adult stepchildren and their children. So 10 souls in all. Here are some unique facts that make this redemption a little more difficult than the average trip to grandma's house. First off, we're talking about youngsters. A 3-year-old, 6, and maybe 9. I don't know how old they are because that's not my job. But young children who have never flown, taking on Hawaii, including a connecting flight. That's going to be challenging for those young parents. Another issue is the sheer size of the party. It's going to be tough to find 10 seats on any flight, let alone 10 award seats. So there is potential to break up this party. Also, if it's possible, my wife and I would like to sit in the front. Hey, rank has its privileges. On the hotel side, I think I have everything figured out, and even though it's going to be chaotic, it's really just a matter of how many rooms, so it's much simpler. Let's go over the hotel portion since it's pretty quick and easy. Here's the requirements. I need 4 rooms, and I want the following amenities or perks. Beachfront, and I want to use my status to possibly get a room upgrade, at least for me. Since this requires so many points, I'm going to cut right to the chase. I have over 1.4 million Hilton Honors points, and that should be enough, or at least very, very close to covering 4 rooms. Last time I checked, the Hilton Hawaiian Village is $75,000 or so a night. We're going to be doing the 5th night free. Now, before you type in your comments with all these recommendations on so many different hotels, this is pretty much set in stone. I know where this hotel is. I know there are better and more romantic locations, but this is the only way I can afford this trip, and I don't think it's a bad place to set up headquarters for a party of 10. We need to go to Pearl Harbor, North Shore, etc. And remember, we have all those little ones. I'm also not going to be interested in island hopping. So as soon as I get concrete dates, which I may have just gotten those today, and those dates become available, I'm going to book the rooms. Remember, it's fairly difficult to compensate for 10 people's schedules. So once that hotel gets reserved, that's what we're going to be working around. Hopefully, we're doing 7 nights. That's the max I think that these young adults can get off work. So that's the good news. Hotel resources pretty much sourced and ready to deploy. So we're good there. Now here's the challenging part. I have so many okay options for flights, but no really great ones. I've almost just conceded that I'm not going to get a great points redemption, and I'm just trying to find an average solution. And I do want to say that there is always the cash option. I'm not opposed to emptying the piggy bank for this trip because it is a lifetime deal if I really have to. Now here are some of the things to think about. 10 people. It would be nice to have everyone on the same flights, but it's not necessary. So splitting this up 5 and 5, that's going to be an option. I don't want to split it up any further because most of the people in this group haven't really traveled much, and they're going to need some guidance, and by that, some of them are going to need me. And obviously Carlos stays with me for security purposes. I'm also okay with breaking these up into one-ways in order to use a wider set of resources. But so far here are my ideas and what I've seen so far while researching. cash price for a round trip ticket is around 800 to 900 bucks. I don't want to pay for that, but when I look at the Alaska site, I can find round trips for right around 54,000 Alaska miles each. It's not bad. Doing the math, that could be around 270,000 Amex MR points on Alaska for a 5 people round trip. I think I like that idea just because of its simplicity. And remember, I just got the Amex Gold with a 100K offer and the Amex Platinum with a 175K offer. So those points are there and they're ready to deploy. But we have 5 seats left and we want 2 of them in business class or first, whatever they call it. I looked at the Chase Sapphire Reserve 50% boost in the portal option and it's not a bad deal. For good flights on Delta round trip, I see options for 57,000 UR points. Now, I don't currently have enough UR points for 5 people, but I still have some time to earn. Maybe I can earn enough for those 3 economy seats, and that leaves only myself and my wife. That's where some unconventional redemptions might come into play. With the Fairwinds Credit Union Visa, I can redeem my points for Delta gift cards and get a 1.45 cent per point value. And I just hit a 60,000 point bonus on that card recently. I've earned enough to purchase $1,000 in Delta gift cards towards those first class seats. Remember, if I need to come out of pocket, I can, but I want to leave that as a last resort. The Fairwinds Visa Signature also gets around the same value when purchasing gift cards from Southwest, but for American, the value dips way below 1 cent per point. So for me, American will not be an option. Another option, and one of my favorites to use, is the American Express Business Platinum with that 35% rebate. I'm tracking United round trip flights and they might be around 82,000 MR points, but only about 53,000 after that rebate. I think that's a great option as well. And remember, that counts as a cash ticket. Another thing to remember is some of these techniques are going to count as paid fare, so that flyer would be earning airline miles and credit towards status. That's much less important for the kids, but it's a factor for me and my wife, right? Who doesn't want to earn more miles? Right now, I see the best options being the Chase travel portal with that 50% boost, but I don't think it's realistic for me to earn that many UR points in this short a time. So I think it's a great chance we go 5 travelers on United using the American Express Business Platinum and 5 travelers flying on Delta using the Chase travel portal and maybe some cash fares with gift cards. Even more options, I could probably get an airline card. I have an Amex slot left and my wife could also get one. That might be enough to at least give us a first class flight one way and we could just figure out the way back. So many options is giving me a huge headache, but I swear it's gonna be worth it. This is my biggest dad move yet. So guys, here's what I want from you. I want more headache. I mean more options. I have a lot of miscellaneous points and miles, but I want to keep these redemptions for at least 5 people. Imagine booking 10 flights in 10 different ways. The advantage is I don't really care if this drains my entire points balance. So guys, what do you think of my options I talked about? And I'm sure you guys have even more. Let's hear it. I'm still looking at the Avianca Life Mile site to see if I can find something there, but I don't want to break up the actual flights there and back. I don't want to book a flight to SFO and then another flight to Hawaii. If it were just me, that'd be fine, but I think I would go crazy if I was doing that 10 times. Anyway, I've rambled on long enough. Let me plug my membership real quick. Guys, I do members only videos most Sunday mornings. These videos are either personal, a little saucy, or just not right for public consumption. And if you want to join the membership, click the join button next to the subscribe button. Membership is only $2.99 a month. You can cancel anytime. You can join, binge the members videos, and then cancel. I don't mind. And if you want to support my channel even more, check out my links in the description. And always, guys, I appreciate every single one of you, and thank you.